I can afford that, but that's almost all my budget gone on Mazda MX-5s. Mate, if I don't win this race, we could be out of cash immediately. Purple Sector 3. Coming back. Whoa! So around 9 months ago, I made my one and only video on Project Motor Racing, and it wasn't good. I mean, the game's launch into the sim racing space was a pretty horrific one. I actually tried to make a Project Motor Racing video back in April this year. I was going to make a racing against rookies style video, just sussing out how good or bad the online racing experience was in this game. I couldn't do that because there was a total of 50 people playing the game when I went to make that video, and that was in the evening on a Friday. For reference, Le Mans Ultimate gets well over 5,000 concurrent players on a daily basis. So yeah, 50 people, I mean, that is a bit sad. But despite that, Project Motor Racing have made many updates to the game since I last played it. And from memory, the Project Motor Racing career mode had a lot of hype around it when the game first launched. So that's what we're going to try out today. Has Project Motor Racing improved? Let's use career mode to find out. 15 championships to legacy. Welcome to professional motorsport. This isn't about a single race or single season, about winning 15 championships in the world's toughest classes. 15 championships. That's a lot. Every decision matters, every mistake has a cost. I mean, at first glance, I like that they've included the budget stuff, because motorsport is all about budget. Oh god, team name. Got the driver name sorted. I know what is a very frequent comment. The opposite of my second name, Baldwin, is hair loss. So I'm going to put hair loss racing, even though I'm not losing my hair. That will do. So the location of your team HQ shapes your operating costs. Cars and championships based in the same region as your HQ are generally more affordable, while those further afield become higher costs. Obviously, over time, this choice influences where you can compete most efficiently. Well, I don't want to compete in North America. Definitely don't want to go to Asia or Australia. So I'm going to go Europe. Career experience, what we got? Classic. So with the classic version, we can do race restarts. AI difficulty can be optimized. But authentic, a pure, uncompromising career. That's what we're after. Race restarts are disabled. AI difficulty is locked for maximum challenge. Mistakes have lasting consequences. Only those who can win 15 championships will earn their place in the Hall of Fame. That sounds like a bit of us. Starting budget. Surely we should go for the most. Journeyman driver. You're starting at the bottom of the ladder. Getting on the grid is only the first battle. Staying there will take discipline, smart choices, and consistent results. I am a journeyman in the world of motorsport in real life. That is definitely me. Keep it realistic. I'm going to be a journeyman. We're going to try and make this work with 100k. Right, sponsor. My god. I actually like how in-depth this is going so far. How many sponsors are there? Win the race, matches your payout, built for drivers who expect to fight for victories and accept the stressful weekends that come with it. Liquid Molly, I've actually heard of them. Only make this deal if you believe you're leaving with the championship trophy. If you expect contact chaos and late break battles, Worth is your insurance policy. That sounds quite comforting. Again, going off what I would probably do if I was doing this for real, I think I'd probably want my repair bills covered. You can only change your sponsor in the off-season, so think beyond the next result. I think I've got 100k, a couple of bad crashes, and I'm out of budget, so I need them to keep me afloat. Let's go with Worth. Hair Loss Racing, Jamie Bold, sponsored by Worth. I've got 100 grand. Oh my god. Well, I definitely can't afford a hypercar, no. What about GT3? 350k? So I guess this isn't for the car, this is probably for the cost of a season. So quite bang on the money, to be honest. A season of GT3 for 350 grand, that is not unheard of. GT4, we can almost do with 100 grand. Hypercar is just not going to happen. So we'll have to forget about that. I think we've got to choose something that's going to have career progression as well. We can't choose a car that's just top of the ceiling, like something historic. It just doesn't make sense, in my opinion. 1.1 million to race a historic Corvette. Mate, I can't afford anything. I can afford that, but that's almost all my budget gone on Mazda MX-5s. 38 grand, what's that? I'm sorry, but think the MX-5 is a better option. 82 grand. 17 grand left. So next event, United Kingdom MX-5 trophy. Registration costs 10 grand. Fuck me. First track, Northampton. Guessing that's Silverstone. And we've got 7 grand. Prize, 18 grand. Entry fee, 2 grand. Mate, if I don't win this race, we could be out of cash immediately. You can really read that text at the top, can't you? I don't know what's going to happen here, if we're going to go straight into the race, or do we get practice laps, or... I'll put my gloves on just in case. It's practice, okay. 10-minute practice, 10-minute quali, 10-lap race. Okay, let's get some laps under our belt then. Oh. Sped in the pits. Usually in real life they give you a fine for that, so I really hope I don't get a fine.
I prefer really not to speak.
Okay, mate. Be careful on the first few laps. You need to warm the brakes and tyres.
Okay.
I'll let you know when you can start to push.
Copy that, fella. The feeling underneath me is very weird. I don't know how to describe it. Well, the shifts really upset the balance of the car. What's our first lap going to be?
Impressive stuff, mate.
Whoa!
Fastest lap of anyone.
Almost 2 seconds quicker than the rest of the field. Got a bit understeery through the high speed. But yeah, I don't know. The initial thoughts on the feeling, it just feels a bit odd. Like, maybe it's because my FFB and that's not optimised, but a lot of these sims these days, when you just plug and play, they do feel relatively representative of how they're going to feel. And it just feels a bit sluggish and a bit delayed. I don't know. I just don't know what the tyres are doing. I can't really feel the tyres or the car underneath me that well. I'm getting used to it now, so I can predict it. But those opening laps are usually your best bet to comment on the feeling. Oh my god, look how slow this guy is. So, I mean, the graphics optimization does seem better though. So I've got the graphics really high, not maxed out, but very, very high, and it is giving me considerably more FPS than it was when I first played the game. But you know, an improvement like that you would expect, given it was a brand new game when I first tried it. Do you know, I'm so confident on my pace. I'm not even going to qualify. I'm going to do a last to first, bag the prize money. That is how much confidence I've got going into this. I mean, look at this guy. Is he even full throttle? Oh, what a lap. Going to be a low 16.
Check and flag this lap. End of session.
What is going on with the gearbox? Nice. Right. We're going to start 21st. Let's flipping do it. My entire career is on the line here. Oh, getting a full rundown on the grid. That's like the old F1 games. Used to quite like that feature.
Okay, mate, you can do this. Let's stay out of trouble in the first.
Just going to go
No heroics out there.
first gear, clutch in, full revs. Not the best start. I think I should have started in second gear, maybe. Really short gears, it would seem, in this Mazda. Oh my god. It all just came to a stop.
All right.
Right, how good is the AI then in Project Motor Racing? Let's find out. It's a good first lap. Oh, he's still there. So where are we? Up to 15th. Pretty solid start. Yeah, I think we should have enough fuel looking at the amount I'm using here. We're probably overfueled. Whoa. Oh.
All right.
Oh! Right, we've probably got a bit of damage there, but it's all good. We've got a sponsor that's going to pay for it. That's fine. Wasn't the biggest hit anyway. Right, up to 11th. Try and get a good exit. There we go. Oh. I don't think we touched that guy, but it seemed to him like we did. That was weird. Oh, they really just slow down so much on the apex. I mean, I think there's a bit of netcode going on. Oh my god, they're braking for the last corner. That's crazy. Khalil McAllister is running away with it right now. As you can see, they are overslowing a lot. Side by side it. Anyway, I'm in P6. I'm 8 seconds off the lead, though. Need to crack on with this. Right, they're going to brake for the last corner, so let's try and go around the outside. Purple sector 3. We're coming back. Wow, that's pretty weird to race against. Okay, this is for P3, and then we can make inroads to the two leaders. Quite a big skill gap between the field in this race. The front two seem pretty good. The rest of them seem not great at all. Go up the inside here of the penultimate corner. Still there though, isn't he? Okay. Job done. I am dreading how much damage I've caused with that shunt though. I don't think there's any way I can really see that. 16-2, nice. What we did in practice. Oh, they are just so timid in the high speed. Oh! Just made contact with me there. My car just, my wheel just sort of almost got ripped out of my hands there. That was really weird. I think there's some netcode going on here. Or they're really conservative with how close they want to get to other cars. Only one car to go. And we've got quite a few laps remaining, so it should be pretty straightforward, this. This is nuts. Oh, mate, again, that wasn't even contact with him. That was the wheel just like almost tries to get ripped out of my hands under heavy braking. That is so weird. Alright, me versus Khalil McAllister for the lead then. I think it's only a matter of time, really. Got a nice toe. Might stick behind him here and get him into the penultimate corner. Try and get a good exit. Why did he tap the brakes there on the exit? Ooh, he's gone for it. Right, now, next thing I want to try is just abusing the inputs to see if it gains me lap time. That was the big thing with Project Meta Racing before. Oh, God. So if you guys remember my last video, my main bugbear with the game was you could just crank on steering lock an insane amount, abuse the slip angle of the tyres, and you would go faster. Obviously I was in a GT3 last time, so this might not be the fairest test, and maybe later we can try it again in the GT3. But yeah, I'm unsure if that has been updated or not, because I'm doing it, or I'm trying to do it. I'm not really going any slower than I was before, and I was driving pretty normally before. Right, let's dial it back then. I'll stop driving like an idiot. See if we can improve on our fastest lap.
Final lap there. You know what to do.
Oh, flying through turn one. Whoa, look at this lap. I was worried the tyres might be too worn, but the car seems to just be getting quicker and quicker. How are we doing for fuel? Oh God, we've still got 16 litres. Damn. 7/10. It's going to be a mid-15 then. To close out the race. There we go. Last to first. Get in there. I thought the AI, considering it said it was going to max out the AI, I thought it would be more difficult than that, but... Right, where's my money then? Ah, look at my helmet and suit. Very original. You earned $9,900. I don't understand. Did we actually make money there? Hang on a minute. What did we pay for registration? How much was that? Like, I can't remember how much that was. Tell you what though, with the prize money, we haven't really made much money, have we? Next event, Derby Grand Prix. It's gonna be Donington, isn't it? Well, I think we can skip practice and quali here and just get on with the race. Last to first challenge, no practice. So yeah, it's worth saying. It's worth saying as well. This is Project Motor Racing version 2.0.0.8. Just so you guys know at what point of Project Motor Racing, I'm playing career mode. You know, we never found out how much damage we got from the last crash, but maybe it's because we got a sponsor that'll cover it anyway. It doesn't, you know, you don't hear about it. Let's get on with the race. Second gear. Oh. I mean, it's a better start, but it's still not great. I feel like the AI get a better start than me. They're going to be super bunched up here, aren't they? Let's try and do it cleanly as well, get no damage. Oh, look at beautiful Donington. Look at that. Really, really good track in real life. Up the inside. Whoa! Mate, they're very brave on the brakes. Like, when you're wheel to wheel, even though they're really slow. So we're going to go left here for the hairpin at the end of the next straight. Oh my god, that was an absolute murder. Oh man, that was so bad. In real life, that would have been a really bad crash, I think. I got away with it there. I don't seem to have picked up any damage either. But anyway, we're up to P9. We've almost killed Khalil McAllister, who's had a bit of a drop-off in form. Look at that cone, what the fuck? Is crane of curves flat out? Should be. Yes, easy. I just got the inside here before the left-hander. So yeah, after a move like that at the hairpin, we're probably building a bit of a bad reputation for ourselves in the paddock. Yes, might be quick, but bit of a bandit. Oh god, they love ascending to Coppice, don't they? Okay, we've got a good exit there off Coppice. Just trying close to the tyre barrier. Ooh. Track limits under investigation. Yeah, that's fair enough. Slow down to give back 2.4 seconds. That's insane. That's really harsh. Oh my god, that's a wild penalty. Okay, we'll have to be super careful then on the old track limits. This race is getting away from us. Making too many mistakes. Ah, I can have fourth gear through the old hairpin. Alright, the car behind's probably going to send me into... Oh, no, he's not. Okay, let's try and line up a move into the hairpin. Lovely. I reckon we could send this white car. I got this bit deep.
Car on your right.
That's a bit naughty from me, that, to be honest. Just getting my bearings on braking distances. I'm still a bit unsure at the minute. Anyway, up to P6. Fourth gear through it. Carry the speed. Lovely. Don't squeeze me. Absolutely flying now. I think we need third gear through here because it's uphill. Just to give us a little bit more pull. And there we go, up to P3. That's Charles Lane who was on pole. He's had an absolute mare. Oh my god, he scared me. And the track limit scared me there as well. Here are the two leaders. The AI just don't have the minerals in this game. Oh, I reckon we can run fourth gear through the chicane as well. Oh. I was going to say he went deep there, but he made it work. There's one. Where am I going to get him then? I reckon on the exit. Lovely stuff. You're going to send one up the inside? He is. Ooh. There we go. Into the lead with 2 and a bit laps to go. You know, when it comes to the physics of Project Motor Racing, as I said at the beginning of the video, I know there's been a lot of updates. I also know they've hired Harris, who used to work at Kunos. And yeah, he was the main physics guy at Kunos for years. Obviously, Assetto Corsa, Assetto Corsa Competizione, Assetto Corsa Evo. And I'm sure many of you will agree that, not all, not everyone obviously, but many of you will agree the Kunos physics are definitely up there with some of the best in sim racing. So that is an interesting hire that Project Motor Racing have managed to get Aris on board. It was a few months ago now, so I'm a little bit late to the party on that front, but it fills me with a little bit of hope that something can be done with this title. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it still doesn't feel quite right. I mean, obviously I'm only testing one car on a couple of tracks, but I've tested the MX-5 on other sims, you know, obviously iRacing, but also Assetto Corsa, the original, and I don't think it's given me as good a feeling as those, you know, those two titles. And I don't know, I talked about the feeling being a bit vague earlier, but it just feels like, I said it before in the first video, like, it's like there's too much engine braking, or the car slows down too much on its own. It just doesn't really roll very well. And that's the feeling I'm getting here. I just don't feel like the car's rolling very well. I feel like I'm really having to keep it going forward. There we go. 2 out of 2 then. For Jamie Bold. A lot of the complaints I had before are still there. You know, with the the feeling of like there's so much engine braking. Oh, what's this? Finished in first position in the championship, earning you 100 grand. Go on. 100k. What are we going to do with 100 grand? So we've got 122 grand. It's a little bit simplified compared to real life. You don't just win 2 races and get 100 grand. I'm not sure what the prize money is for the National MX-5 Championship, but I guess what we would carry on doing is entering these MX-5 championships. Oh, look at that. The championship purse, 201,000. So yeah, I guess what we would do next is the United States MX-5 trophy. Slightly smaller purse, same AI difficulty, slightly more expensive entry fee. So I guess we would just carry on doing these, bag the money, eventually save up for a better car. Yeah, we need like $1 million. So we would just keep doing what we're doing until we have some money to buy a GT3 or a hypercar. And then we would race that and presumably still absolutely spank the AI at that level as well. Oh, a Murcielago. What a car. Back in the day that was. These cars remind me of Gran Turismo back in the day. They do have some cool cars in this game. I do give them that. One thing I do want to try, and it's going to be a bit destructive, is I want to just test the damage model. What we'll do is we'll enter the US MX-5 trophy at Daytona. Oh, perfect. This is going to be the end of my career mode because I ain't got the money to have a shunt, but I just want to see the damage model. Standing start at Daytona. You don't often see that.
Come on, mate. Nail this start.
Second gear. Can't match their starts. Damage even turned on. There we go, yeah.
In the TV feed, looks like you've lost front aero. Coming this
Alright, I'm trying my best to have a big shunt here. I'm literally not braking for any corner, but I just keep bouncing off other cars. Right, this is going to be a big one. Watch this. I'm going to absolutely decimate someone here. Right, let's cut the chicane here and see if we can do that again. There he is, our nemesis.
race director has judged that you've got a lasting advantage. Use the time back.
Just a 5-second penalty. Yeah. Just cut the whole chicane and murder someone, yeah. Just 5 seconds. That's fair enough. But yeah, there's just something not quite right about these crashes. Like, they feel a bit weird, they look a bit weird, they sound a bit weird. I will retire after this crash and see if it actually affects us financially. I think I'm too far behind it. Oh no. Oof. Right, let's retire.
Suspension, front right. There's some minor damage. It might pull to the right a little, but looks drivable. So keep up the pace.
Looks drivable, yeah. Just fired it into the wall at 100 miles an hour, but yeah, it's drivable. Right. I finished in 21st. I earned 0. Is there going to be anything about the damage? Ah, man. I like the concept of the career mode, but it's lacking a bit of depth. I like they've included all the budgetary stuff and the sponsors, but it's very basic. Can't really get into detail about it. Like there, I've just had a huge shunt, and I've caused huge shunts. I've not got a penalty. I've not had any idea of how much that's cost the sponsor. I know the sponsor was going to cover that, but it's good potential here, but it just needs more. The career mode needs more. The physics, I mean, I do think I need to make another video on the physics because I need to do it fairly in the BMW GT3 like I did before. and really test, can I abuse those inputs like I could before? Maybe some of you guys can let me know in the comments, how does the game perform compared to my previous video? I will do another video on that fairly soon, I think. I really wanted to see what career mode was like, and I think we did that. And yeah, has potential, but it needs more.